John Thielen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Alumacraft Boats.
This is fun stuff that we're out doing. We're fishing big minnows today, and here's what we're doing. We're targeting big fish. It's the end of summer. In fact, I'll tell you right now, it's Labor Day weekend. It's who would think we'd be out filming on Labor Day weekend? There are no days off at this time of the year. But I'll tell you, Pat said, you know what? The smallmouth are biting. There's some walleyes mixed in. You know what? Let's get out and do some fishing. And man, I look so forward to this. Let's see, why don't you step forward a little bit and I'll step right in the back when you get him there. Perfect. Let's see what we got going on here. You just tell me when he's right there.
Yeah.
I think you got a big smallmouth.
I'm guessing that. He's just
the way he's fighting.
Swimming all over the place.
Yep. He's got that big smallmouth look to him. Here we go. Yeah, it's got to be a big smallie. Yeah, it is. Big smallmouth. This is what we're after. Oh, geez. This is what we're after, and I tried my hardest to lose them.
That's what they do, though.
Oh,
they
man.
don't see nets or anything. They'll go for it.
That is cool. That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
We're just out here today hunting for big fish. Here you go. Hunting for big fish and just trying to catch big fish of whatever variety he wants to bite. And at this time of the year, what happens is fish like that start moving back in towards shore. That's an awesome
all
fish.
Day long, yeah.
Man, that's good stuff right there. But the walleyes, they'll start moving in a little bit, or a certain amount of them, and the big smallmouth will get really aggressive. But here's when this happens. You know, this year it so happens to be Labor Day. We're finally getting that cool water. And when I say cool water, we went from 75 to 68 in what, about a week? Yeah.
We had a lot of rain and coolness this week. It was 49 degrees last night, so that overnight, if you can get in them 40s, that helps bring that water temperature down.
So let me tell you something though. We tried this a week ago. We tried to come out and fish the big minnows and just target these fish a week ago, and we couldn't get them. They just weren't in here yet because the water hadn't warmed or cooled off enough yet. It was still warm. There's just kind of that trigger. You got to get down below 70. You get down below 70, it's kind of that trigger that turns everything back on. But you get out of the dog days of summer and into that time frame where all of a sudden these fish get aggressive and start thinking about fall. Let's take a look at today's logbook. We are fishing mid-range rock and gravel structure in 18 to 21 feet of water. 50th anniversary Lindy Rigs in the minnow hook size in both red and black hooks are working. We are trimming the leader length to 8 feet. 1 ounce Lindy no snag sinkers are taking our sucker minnows down to the strike zone. This late summer smallmouth bite happens across the Midwest, and boy is it a blast. Yep, there he is. Oh. Yeah, I get it. He just swam straight at me.
Yeah, he swam right
it's exactly what you thought. I thought I might have blown that.
I'd help you, but I just got bit too.
Nope, you go right ahead. Deal with your fish. I can deal with this one. Oh yeah, nothing like a smallmouth. when they realize, I got it. We're good. When they realize what's going on and they go the other way, there's nothing cooler. Double.
Oh, mine just popped.
Okay.
Lover, you still got yours?
Yeah, oh yeah. When you see me fishing spinning tackle for largemouth, which I do occasionally, I've got the drag cranked all the way down. When I'm doing this, I don't think
he's fat.
He's good, but
it's all a 20.
Look at that. Oh man, look at this. How cool is that? That is a giant. Man, these fish are fun. But what I was trying to say is when I'm fishing spinning tackle, I'm gonna have to just pop that hook. I'm just gonna break that line. I don't want to hurt that fish.
Oh,
that's deep. A giant. We'll let that fish just disintegrate that hook or kick it on his own.
Nice fish, yeah.
What an awesome fish. Get out of here, buddy. But one of the things I do when I am fishing largemouth with spinning tackle and super line is I crank that drag down. Now when I'm fishing smallmouth, here's the deal. Totally different world. Now what we're doing is I'm loosening that drag up because you want that fish to be able to run. Now I'm gonna have to tie in a new rig, but here's the difference, okay? This morning, I grabbed this rod out of the rod locker, and that's what was tied on it. I caught a couple giant largemouth yesterday on top waters. And I'll tell you what, I'm using the same rod and reel combo. It's just I went to a Lindy Rig system on this to catch these smallmouth. But here's the difference, you gotta loosen that drag up. If you forget to loosen the drag up, that smallmouth right there, he's so powerful, he's gonna break you off. I mean, he'll break you off. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not about the teeth, it's about the sheer power. So when I have this on with a largemouth, I know I'm getting that fish on the top and I'm gonna bring him straight in as hard as I can. But these smallmouth, they'll dig on you, so you gotta loosen that drag up. John Thielen's Destination Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors.
It's a pretty simple deal today. Slow troll with the Minn Kota against the wind and drift back. I have another one hooked up on the drift.
Yeah, it's a good one. I did what Pat was saying earlier. I asked Pat because he's out fishing me today. I mean, and you know, this is the kind of thing we do in the boat all day long. We have these discussions. And I enjoy fishing with Pat because we get out and do this. We only get to do it a couple times a year, but what we do is we have these discussions all day long about how'd you get that one to bite? Why don't you wing that boat? Just don't let it turn too much toward me. Oh, here we go, I'm getting close. It's a good fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just don't let it turn too much toward me.
That was all at 20 inches.
But what we're doing is having these discussions about what are you doing different than me? And Pat said, you know, I'm not giving them as much time. So I didn't give this fish as much time. I basically just said, hey, I'm gonna reach out on this fish, give him just a second, and then set the hook, and you can see where that hook is.
Yeah, I mean, in the snout.
Right in the snout, great fish. But you know what? It's just one of those things where you gotta have those discussions throughout the day when you're out fishing, because that fish right there, I might never get that fish if I don't pay attention to what Pat said about how he's getting them, and that was just releasing the line, but getting back to him a little bit quicker, reaching out to him and letting them get it, but not letting them swim forever, because sometimes what can happen is they'll feel the sinker laying down in the
Sinker could hit something, and I think they drop it. I think that was happening to us earlier a little bit. We lost a few.
Yep. Minnow fishing at this time of the year is just awesome. I want to show you something. You hear me talk about this product a lot. It's called the Bait Butler. It's from Flambeau. And what this does is I can lift this up, that handle just like that, and it lifts the minnows up out of the water. Grab my minnow, my hand's barely wet. You see the back of my hand's not wet, my cuff's not wet. I'm able to stay dry and get that minnow and then drop them right back in. Pretty neat deal.
Oh boy. Oh, it's stuck, I'm pretty sure.
It's a fun sound.
Like you were saying earlier, I have my drag a little looser too.
Yep. You got it.
But you have to. These fish are powerful.
While Pat fights another smallmouth to the net, let's take a look at another great Alumacraft boat model.
The Alumacraft Classic 165 CS has historically set the standard. With all the right features, the Classic provides just the experience you want. On top of easy towing and fantastic performance, this 16-foot outfit is equipped with tons of storage and amenities, including locking rod and gear storage on both sides, a 34-gallon aerated live well with lights and a timer to keep your catch alive, and Alumacraft premium seats to make the ride smooth and comfortable. The Alumacraft Classic 165 has a built-in 17-gallon fuel tank and measures in at 16 feet 4 inches in length with a wide 82-inch bow and a 75 horsepower rating. The Classic 165 CS is perfect for family getaways or going solo. To learn more about the Classic 165 CS or to bring yours home, visit your local Alumacraft boat dealer. Now let's get back to the action.
It's okay, just a lot of oh boy, tanks in here.
Oh boy, look at that giant, dude. Another big fish. Look at that.
A lot of 20 inches in this lake, I can tell you that.
Man, I'll tell you, that is fun. That is fun. If you don't smallmouth bass fish, this will hook you. I mean, this is just a ball. Great fish, bud. I just missed one. He took off like a bullet on me. I'm just gonna lay that right there. We're just gonna deal with this fish. How you like that? I guess I can't complain that I haven't had my chances.
You brought him right to me, Johnny.
I did you a favor. You can come on over here.
This one is not giant. Ooh, Bill Jumper. But ooh, he is a little bigger.
He's not bad. Scoop him up. Good way to finish a great day. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab him right out of there for you. We've gotten bigger ones today, but let me tell you, they've all been fun. And that's just another one that's, man, they're just running around eating. It's a neat time of the year. You know, you can go out. You guys have pliers over there somewhere? You know where that thing? There we go. It's a neat time of the year. You can run out. You can do this type of stuff, and you couldn't do it earlier in the year. But right now, you can do it, and it's a ball. Get out and try this. I'll tell you what. This is fun fishing.
Did you see if you had your minnow in him?
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
That was quick.
Man, did I get outfished today?
John Thelen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.